All right, everybody, how you guys doing? This is Coach Green Gene and Base I Man I coming at
Yes,
you with that
sir.
first episode of Hype Men.
Yes, sir.
Man, we are so excited. And first, we just kind of want to share with you, about Hype Men and how it all came about and our actual purpose. So, just by nature, you know, I'm a hype man. And I just love giving people props and pumping people up. I was telling Imani today that everybody want to be Dr. J, but where the Flavor Flavs at? It's important, just for us to
Exactly,
be
man.
encouraging. Everybody can't be Michael Jordan. You need Dennis Rodman's out there. You need Scottie Pippen. You
Scott,
need
don't forget
John
about Scotty
Paxson.
down.
That's right.
There we go. Yes,
So
sir.
yes, sir. So
Don't forget
I
about it.
think
You like,
I
how you
think
gonna skip over Scotty Pippen after you say Jordan down?
okay. So I'm gonna let Imani go ahead and share a little bit. 'Cause I don't want to talk the whole time. Go ahead, Imani. Talk about hype men and what it all about hype men.
What's up, y'all? So my name is Imani Mason. I go by Bass. I'm a musician. I do all that amazing stuff. But I'm here because I am a hype man. You feel me? Like, this is my father. This is my coach. This is everything. You feel me? And at the end of the day, when this inception, this idea first came out, it was something that at the end of the day we just realized. Oh, hold on now. We just got done with a 30-minute conversation, and everything that was going on is, hey man, you got it. Oh, you know what, man? But you got it too. Hey man, but you got it too. And so at the end of the day, it just came out like we just hyping each other up. We some hype men, you feel me? And at the end of the day, I thought that we both thought that this would be an amazing opportunity for us to share an amazing journey that we're both entering in. For me, I'm entering in the health and fitness and in wellness, a lifestyle change. I want the coach can talk about that more. And with the coach, he will be is entering in the beard journey. You feel me? And we're helping each other and hyping each other up. We're not here to take away the hard work each of us got to do, but we are here to hype each other up. So go ahead, coach. Talk to us about this health and wellness, the lifestyle change. Talk to us.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about health and wellness on this particular one, and I'm just excited because Imani and a friend of ours, our Auntie Rhonda, has joined
Yes.
us on it went from a 7 day challenge to a 21. We're gonna talk to Auntie Rhonda and let her know that it's turned into a 21-day empowerment challenge or journey, because we believe that when you want to make change, we don't think that change should just be in the physical. Like, I'm just looking for a six pack. I'm looking for, to be able to run 1 mile or 2 miles nonstop at a specific time. All that's important. But if you want a lasting change and to be able to optimize yourself as an energy being, we're talking about making changes from the inside out. Actually getting to the point where you actually uh, 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 walking in your signature move, right? Because
Yes.
we have gifts, but sometimes our gifts can be destructive if they're not balanced. And Ronnie and I, we talked a little bit about that this morning, um, because our gifts are important, and that we walk in these gifts. But if we don't recognize how to navigate our gifts, they can be our demise as well. Did you want to touch on a little bit about what we talked about this morning, Imani, about
Yes.
your superpower?
Yes. So basically with the coach, I had told the coach that, in addition to this journey that I just entered in about a month ago, I had really made a conscious choice to slow my eating down. And then he had gave me his input that, like, because I said I was kind of following, because I saw him eating fast. I saw Eugene, Thulani, my oldest brother, eating fast. I was like, oh, that's what we got to do. And I loved his perspective on it, because he gave me the masculine perspective of, hey, you just trying to be one of the guys. You trying to be hype even before you know what hype is. And then I added on to it, and I realized that I needed that masculine frame. And then I also added on to it to bring up a point that Jay Lisa, my cousin and mentor, told me a while back. And really, like, I appreciate her. She had brought up that I was looking too much ahead and I wasn't appreciating and being in the moment. And because of that, if you connect that not being in the moment, because I'm so busy trying to be hyping my eating instead of hyping my lifestyle, I was too busy thinking about the second bowl while I'm chewing on the first. I'm too busy thinking about maybe I can get thirds before I even touch the first bowl. And because of that, I'm rushing to the next, and not appreciating that. And what it ended up doing to me on the physical, like in my body started to reject the food because it's like, hey, your body's not done digesting. You haven't chewed this. That's the first step of digestion, you know. So at the end of the day, that was something for me consciously saying I'm going to slow down eating and make a conscious decision. And even more, this initially came up because, and I appreciate the coach saying this, you know, moderation within this journey. We don't have to run 1,000 miles. It's not a problem having that as a goal, but start with running 2-3 times a week. Don't worry about the distance. Just change the direction you're going. And so the conversation continued to grow. But the biggest thing for me, the feminine side of it, was definitely recognizing, hey, I have to be more present in the moment and be more conscious about how I feel. You feel me? And so that was the biggest thing for me. That, along with the masculine side of, hey, you got to know what to be a hype man about.
That's right, man. That was amazing. I'm glad we slow walked that discussion this morning because it was even good information for myself to just go back over to understand, like we were saying, sometimes we rush through life looking to get from point A to point B and not to acknowledge those little small victories, right? There is
Yes.
something to understand about our makeup as not just human beings, but energy beings. So as an energy being, we like to take a look and include and consider our emotions, right? Our mental state, and our spiritual state, and not just the physical. So, um, yeah, I was encouraging, Imani, that, you know, yeah, one of the challenges for the first 7 days of this 21 day empowerment challenge is we're going to detox and do something different, and we're detoxing with a special um, serum drink that is light on the bowels. It actually helps the bowels to flow, and we were discovering that it was, for some of us, it was too acidic, and so the idea was to change up the actual serum so it fits you. See, sometimes we get so caught up into crossing T's and dotting I's and don't realize that we're not listening to our bodies. And it's okay that you're not doing 100 push ups. Shoot, it's all right that you're not doing 10 push ups. If you can do just 3 push ups, start where you're at. So Imani was talking about, and even myself was talking about that the drink we were adding lemon, and also if you are interested in getting the actual detox juice that we made, and you want the actual ingredients, just write it down in the description and let us know. We'll put it down in there for you. But uh, there was an amount of lemon that we were adding to the actual detox drink, and I can tell it was a little bit too acidic for me. And Imani said after a few days, he was feeling his body, and it was like maybe a little acidic for him. And I was saying, well, let's change it up and maybe add, instead of a whole lemon, maybe a half or a quarter of a lemon. And then Imani had added that, should I just do one drink during the day, or two, or do one in the morning and one at night, because we had a specific regimen we were following. And I was like, dude, just be you, just do you. And that's when he came out and said, you know, he talked about the whole eating thing. And I said, you know what? The fact that you actually listened to your body is amazing. Let's stop right there.
Yes.
I don't care if you do one drink or two drinks or three drinks or a half a drink. The fact that you listen to your body and you said, you know what? I can tell that there's a little acid reflux or something that's happening, and I want to slow down and maybe consider, you know, dropping the serum or dropping that so that it'll accommodate me. Because right now, what we want to realize is that we're not in this thing to beat the day or to beat, you know, the time or to beat a score. Imani, we in this for the long haul. We in this for the
Yes.
journey, right? And so that was kind of like my takeaway as it related to, you know, accessing your signature move and walking in it. And we're going to have a lot of other key tidbits that we want to be able to share and to bring out on our 20 on this particular 21 day empowerment. We just wanted to introduce everyone about the hype man and the purpose of it, and for you to come along with us in this journey as we talk about different facets on how to hype yourself up, to stay
Yes.
excited and stay encouraged, you know, not just in the physical, but in every aspect of your life. Imani?
Yes. And I loved how you broke it down. Like I really, really loved it. Like the coach hit it, like he broke down the play. He said, hey y'all, look, I need y'all to make the triangle formation, handle it like this. And I love how you broke it down. You hit it perfectly. I love it. I love it. Hey, I absolutely I do want to say I appreciate you extending it to 21 days. So this is my last. I'm gonna add this in. I have a gig in Missouri. Like I said, I'm bass Simon I, you feel me? And sometimes some folks need some bass. And so I'm going to Missouri and I needed some clothing. So I went to Men's Warehouse to get some clothing. And while I was there, I usually get baggier clothing because I'm gonna be in a vulnerable state. I'm not ashamed of my body. I love my body, but I always hide my body behind baggier clothing. While I was there, though, I asked the guy for his professional advice. I was like, "Hey, do you think I should get this pair of jeans or this pair of jeans? Should I get this shirt or this shirt?" And I was like, I've been losing weight. I to let the group know this that like I'm happy that when I left my job in early November, I was 270 pounds, and when I started to cleanse, I weighed in at 200 in around 255 pounds. So that was like I'm glad I'm in the process of like changing my lifestyle. You feel me? And I let him know this, like I've been losing weight and everything. He was like, "You don't need to lose any more weight, man. Like, you good. Like, just kind of you're good." And I was kind of like, "Well, yeah, I kind of going for like, just like I just want to be the optimized self, like." And he was like, "Hey, you good, man? Like, do you just want me to measure you, man?" And I would just, while he was going, like, this is just a grown black man. I like, he when he was giving me stuff to try on and everything, it was just I had noticed that I had noticed that this grown man was like saying, "Hey, bro, like, no, you're good, man. You don't need to try to lose weight. Like, you're killing it. Try this on, try this on." This is like his profession, like the clothing industry. And I'm sitting here beating myself up, saying, oh, this don't look right. Or can I see the baggier version, trying to hide myself because I'm so used to friends, family, like acquaintances, enemies trying to bring me down to my less optimized self, to my lesser version. And they're trying to tell me that at the end of the day, the only way you can be greater, Money, is if you wear this, whether it's super tight or whether it's super baggy. Well, I need to ask myself, what do I want? You feel me? What's my flow state? What version of me is the best optimized version? And so I just wanted to say I appreciate that, man, because it allowed my camera just froze. Hold on now. Can you see me, coach?
Yeah, I see you, coach, but I mean, I see you, base man. But
Okay.
I was
Is it
just the more important thing is I hear you, so keep on going. I think the camera will catch up.
okay? Well, I did.
Oh,
I
you
just
know
want
what? Hold on. Before you do it, let me try one thing. I'm gonna remove it, then I'm gonna add you back to the screen. Yeah, it
actually let
kind
me.
of froze a little bit, but I can hear you. That's the most important thing. So go
Okay.
ahead.
Well, the main thing I took from it is that um, first I appreciate this man for just keeping in the buck, helping me out. like during this time. And I said to myself, I want to burn my ships. Basically, that's what I took from it. I want to burn my ships. I want to burn the ships of the ships that I allowed people to give me of you're too big to wear this, or you need to hide yourself. You need to be ashamed of yourself and able to go. I had a friend once say to me, "You got to hate yourself to lose weight." And I'm like, but I don't hate myself. You feel me? Like I had to burn that shit. And for me, I bring up this analogy, and I'll end it with this. The reason I say burn my ships is because it was a conquistador when they first came to the Americas with negative intentions, but the direction was correct. He knew it was a long and treacherous journey that they just went through, and it was going to be even a longer and harder journey in front of them. And at the end of the day, what he did when his crew was sleeping is he burnt the ships. So there is no going back home. There's only we gonna either live and fight. We either gonna fight this battle and live the next day, or we gonna die trying. And for me, I burnt the ships. I bought the jeans that were uncomfortable. I bought the shirt that was uncomfortable, not because I'm bulging out of the clothing or anything, but it is something that is uncomfortable for me. And at the end of the day, I desire to be the best version of me. And the best version of me always shines when I'm uncomfortable. And I'm proud of myself for burning the ships of others' words and negative impacts on me within my own physical journey. So yeah. And
Man, Base I man, I just want to tell you, my brother, son, thank you for, doing this opening broadcast, unfolding Hype Men with me this evening, man. You are a blessing. You are an amazing individual. I'm excited about the many more broadcasts that we're going to do to encourage and hype people up about being their optimized self, no matter what it is, And man, I'm thankful, man, and also thankful you took your time to break down the burning of the ships by the conquistadors, because I was going to ask you to do that.
Yes, no, like I appreciate you, Coach, for giving me the opportunity to share. It is definitely a challenge each and every day that I'm on the journey that I'm on, but I appreciate this because I'm on it with people who I love and who love me. And
Yes,
I want to make and I know we ain't get to talk about it too much, but I want to say I see the beer gains already coming in. I see it. I see it, Coach.
I'm working it. I'm working it hard too, man. Every day. Every day.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what we're talking about. Just taking small chunks, taking small bits, but actually making an actual change. In order to make change, we gotta apply it and do a little bit each day and be happy about it. Oh, look at that. Base I man, I is back in the house.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
that's what I'm talking about. Hey, so base I man, I.
Yes, sir.
Let us know your handle on where we can probably check you out on some of your information as an actual musician, and any
Yes, sir.
other things you want to let the people know.
So I'm on all social media platforms. If you want, I will have if you want to find all of them, it's at linktree.com/bass BASS_I. If your favorite social media platform is Instagram, like it's mine, then you can find me at the tag BASS_I. That's IMANI. Y'all check me out. What about you, Coach?
Hey, just go ahead and Google Coach Green Jeans.
Hey, he said, I got my SEO up.
Hey, and just go ahead and research. I'm there. Imani, I'm excited about you, man. I'm excited about this project. I want to say I love you, my brother. I love you, my son. And I just wanted you to go ahead and end with your tagline, my brother, because you know I love it.
Oh, yes, sir. It's hard to be the best. It was easy. Everybody be doing it. Hype, man.
Hype, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna end this broadcast. Imani has some recording to do this evening, and I gotta go in upstairs and make sure that Dr. Dula is doing just fine and just right. And we'll catch you guys on the next broadcast. We'll probably maybe talk a little bit about the beard game when we come back. I'm gonna show you some before pictures of where I started and where Imani is taking me to, so I can have a signature move and optimize my beard game. See,
Yes,
so
sir.
we can keep that and get that sexy on.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody, take care now.
Y'all be great.
Be great.